Taksang or Tiger's Nest Monastery is one of the most important cultural icon and tourist location in Bhutan. Any visit to Bhutan is incomplete without a trek up to Taksang. But it is not all that easy, especially if you are not in the best of the physical form. The monastery is perched on a hilltop that lies at the height of 3000 meters above sea level. So a little acclimatization is necessary. The climb up can cause dizziness and short-breathedness, so beware. The monastery is dedicated to Guru Rinpoche or Guru Padma Sambhava, an Indian saint who is supposed to have landed on a hilltop here on the back of a flying tigress from Tibet. He supposedly meditated in a cave at Tatsang for 3 years, 3 months, 3 days before setting out to spread Buddhism in the land of Bhutan. The key to Taksang trek is an early start, preferably by 7 am. This way, you will be able to beat the rush of tourists that will shortly crowd the narrow mountainous path. The climb is over uneven and narrow mountain path. Hence, a comfortable shoe is a bare necessity. A hat would be good, a walking stick would help, and a bottle of water with some chocolates or biscuits can be of great help. But remember, do not carry any extra luggage on you, because even as little as 100 grams can weigh like 5 kgs during the climb. Clothing needs to be comfortable and easy, though it can get a bit nippy on the top. But most importantly, remember, there is a dress code to enter the monastery. Your legs need to be covered, so no skirts or any short dresses. Men can't even wear 3/4 on them. And you need to drape a shawl or a jacket over your shoulder. Temple guards are pretty strict about this, so prepare beforehand. There are horses available to take you almost half the way, but that is not advisable. First, because horses tend to walk on the very edge, and there have been cases of them falling over the cliff and hurting the riders. Secondly, the sense of achievement is diminished. The fact that you walked all the way up is a tremendous feeling. Why should you deny it to yourself? The time to the top can be fairly variable. People in good health can reach the top in an hour. Others can take 2-3 hours or more. It depends on what physicality and how fit you are. There is no signage on the road, and it is a narrow, uneven path that takes you up to the monastery. But in between, there are these little shortcuts through the bushes that can curtail the time a little bit. These paths are known to the monks that go to the top. So in case you see one taking a beaten path, follow him on. Just around halfway lies a cafeteria. This is like base camp 2, where you can use the restroom. You can also have tea and biscuits and a lot of other things. There is also a open gallery here, which gives you a view of the monastery for the first time and is a popular selfie spot. A little ahead of the cafeteria is the viewing point of the monastery. If you are too tired and unable to carry on, this can be the last point. The road ahead is a little laborious, 700 steps, 400 down and 300 up. Many people will click pictures here and head back, but many do carry on. On the climb to Taksang, you will find people of all hues and nationalities. And they are very encouraging and helpful as well. Any questions on how much more will be answered by just a little more, or you are almost there. It is always nice to smile and help people in whichever way you can. The heat can get pretty bad, especially when it's noon and the sun is directly overhead. Thus, do try to reach the monastery before 11 am, otherwise you'll tire yourself out. There are no animals on the hill, except horses that clamber up and the stray dogs that loaf around the way. If you don't disturb them, they won't disturb you either. The path is pretty clean, and there are these bins which have been placed at different points where you can dump your plastic waste. In case you come across any stray plastic or other waste, do your bit. Pick it up and dump it in the next bin. So finally, You have made through the 700 stairs. Well, it's time to buy a ticket, deposit your bag with the camera, and climb the rest of the stairs to the main monastery. Remember, like most other monasteries, here too, no photography is allowed inside. So please don't even try it. The monastery is actually a cluster of temples dedicated to Guru Rinpoche and Buddha. The interiors are magnificently decorated with bright colors, red, yellow and gold. There are also these elaborate friezes and Buddhist iconography that lies all across the campus. Typically, the time taken inside the monastery is around 30 minutes, unless you are in a meditative or contemplative mode. The base camp from the top looks like a tiny dot and adds to the sense of achievement here. There are a few more caves that lie beyond the main set, but you need special permissions and oodles of stamina to be able to visit them. While the downhill journey sounds easy, it is not a cakewalk either. First, there are those 700 stairs. Secondly, because of the uneven road, the knees are under a lot of pressure. So a climb down can take as much time as going up, except that it is less exhausting. It is post lunchtime that you should be reaching the cafeteria again. Lunch is available during this time as well, but it's costly, boring, and at best fairly avoidable. A word about the weather. In the hills, things can change pretty fast and pretty dramatically. One moment the sun would be shining, and the other moment there'll be thunder and rains. For instance, when I was returning through these hills, there was a hailstorm where pieces of ice were falling on you like little bullets. So be prepared and be alert. Rain showers are pretty common on the hill and in fact are considered as a divine blessing. Thus carrying a long slender umbrella as a walking stick could be a good option, especially as it can come handy during the rains. Remember, a trip to Taksang is like a marathon, so pace yourself accordingly. Take your time, enjoy the landscape and inhale deeply. A trip to Taksang is a full day affair because even if you return by afternoon, you will be too tired to do anything else. So do plan your day accordingly. Taksang or Tiger's Nest is like a magnet. Almost anyone who comes to Bhutan either visits the monastery or aspires to do so, right from the common folks to the uncommon royalty, like the British royals who hiked their way up in 2016. In the end, there are two things that stand out after a climb to Taksang: achievement and amazement. Achievement for the victory over self, and amazement at the wondrous monks who not only thought of creating a monastery on such a hilltop, but went ahead and did it so beautifully. That's why the trek is an unforgettable experience and must do at least once in a lifetime.